My dear friends at Agahozo Shalom, I am speaking to you from Mount Carmel at Yemin Ord in the Holy Land of Israel. I wish so much to be with you there now, embrace each and every one with you, because I feel just like you feel. This loss is inconceivable, such a shock for all of us. And I want to talk to you a little bit about it, because we all believe in God. And we all believe that what is destined to happen really happens. We don't understand why, yet we have to contemplate and use our mind and our soul in order to strengthen ourselves and go over this crisis again. You have known loss, and I hear that many of you now feel that it's the second time that you lose a mother. Losing a mother is an immense catastrophe for every human being. And the fact that you are so sad and it's hard to cope is normal. But I want to tell you something. You know, when a baby is born, everybody is happy and rejoicing. We have a new baby. Look how beautiful the baby is. And we have so many good wishes for the baby, that he will grow and become a human being that will be happy and be successful in life. But while we all are rejoicing, the baby is crying. And it's crying, and let me tell you what our sages tell us, that the cry of the baby is really the cry of the soul, because the soul deep inside knows that it arrived into an imperfect world. And the world that it came from before was a perfect one. Why was I driven away from this world? Why were I sent from heaven down to this imperfect earth? And the answer is, you were sent for Tikkun Olam. You were sent in order to make this world a better place, to mend this world, because it's imperfect. But the baby still cries. The baby still don't understand why. It was so good there in heaven. And I'll tell you something. We don't ask God why. When we hear terrible news of loss of somebody that we so much loved, that so much means to us, all we say in Hebrew, for generations and generations, for thousands of years, 3 words: Baruch Dayan Ha'emet. Blessed is the judge of truthfulness. Because he knows his ways. We don't know them. We know we have a task. And by the way, our sages tell us that when we all are crying, when we all are sad, when we all are lamenting the loss of such a beloved person, such a gentle person, such a good person, and we ask, where is justice? We cannot hear, when we are crying, the soul's reverberations of joy, because the soul at that time is out of our domain. It's in another sphere. This soul had a mission to complete. It had to come to this earthly life to do something. And you know, we are as good as what we accomplish in this life. That's why we are here. I wish each and every one of you, my friends, that you accomplish something great in life. And we all deserve a long life in order to accomplish it. We don't understand why lives are cut short in such a dramatic way. We don't understand that. But we only understand that when we see in front of us a person like Anne, we see an angel. And you and I and we all, and your family, of course, we were all blessed to have an angel in the midst of us. We are now sad, we are crying, we are lamenting because this angel has left us. But I'll tell you something. In Hebrew, the language of the Bible, the word malach, angel, also means a messenger. And it also means somebody who has a mission to complete. Anne had a mission. She came to Rwanda, supposedly out of the blue, Why would an American woman from New York that lives the best life that she can live and has everything and happiness and children go all the way to Rwanda? Because she felt she was a daughter of a Jewish people that has gone through a terrible genocide. She was a daughter of a people that is committed to Tikkun Olam. But she knew that there is no Tikkun Olam without Tikkun Halev, the mending of the hearts of the people who have seen so much despair, so much chaos, so much unbelievable things like you have gone through in your country. But she wanted to be part of it. And really, through Tikkun Halev, come up and create a village that is a model of Tikkun Olam in this world. There are things that cannot be described in words. And that is the perfect life that Anne has lived. When we lose someone, the priest, the rabbi, at the graveyard would say, even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. We are now walking through the shadow of the valley of the shadow of death. The shadow of death is upon us, and it's not easy. But when I look at this very chapter in Psalms, what it says before, it says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness. That is what this angel, the emissary, the missionary of God, did for you children, for Rwanda. She gave you Agahozo Shalom, which is definitely green pastures, a beautiful place to grow. Still water, you can see from far away. He restored your souls, she made you believe in yourself. She led you through the paths of righteousness. She showed you what righteousness is all about. The opposite of evil and whatever your parents and relatives had to endure. She, in her beautiful image and soul and deeds, showed you the path of righteousness. She was the angel of God, the emissary of God in Rwanda, in the midst of Africa. We were all so fortunate to be the soul friends of an angel that came down to earth to help us, to be with us, to give us a better life, and go back and really add glory and strength to the Lord Himself. If we understand that, we understand why we are here, what our mission now is. We understand that this angel that came down to earth is now, after completing her mission here, which we have to go on and work and make better and spread our wings and big success stories and change our country and change Africa. She did it. She planted the seeds. She created it. And now she's going back to heaven. And just like she had a message for us, she has a message for your parents, for your relatives, for your grandparents, for your aunts and uncles who perished in the genocide. She's going to tell him about you. She's going to tell him about your work at Agahozo Shalom, your studies, your positiveness, your joy, your hard work in studies, your aspirations for a future, your decision to make Africa, to make Rwanda, to make the universe a better place. That is the message she's going to tell your forefathers up in heaven, because she has seen you and she knows who you are and she loves you, and she is the best messenger that can bring that message up there to those that you so much miss. See in Anne an angel that came down and is going back with a message which is yours. See in this, please, a sign of life, a sign of hope, a sign of continuity, a sign from heaven that this world is imperfect, We don't understand everything, but every day that the sun rises and we breathe oxygen and we learn and we add wisdom to ourselves and we obtain new skills and new insights and we become greater people, we can be great people that change realities just as she wanted. And this is how she's going to live on. She's going to live on in you, in you, in you, in you, in each one of us, in the staff and in the children and the graduates and everybody that is associated with Agahozo Shalom. In Agahozo Shalom, the name she picked for you, the place where the tears stop, now, after we lament and we say these things and we do our prayers and we think about Anne, the tears have to stop and life must go on. This is the blessing I can send you here and the meaning I can give you from here, from the Holy Land. This country which has seen so much, this country which Anne has loved just like she loved Rwanda. This is my message to you. And if you want to remember her best, I want to teach you a song which she liked. There's a beautiful Hebrew song titled My God, which I know that Anne just loved. It was written by a woman also called Anne, who died in a young age. She went out to Europe against all odds to save people from genocide. Her name was Anna Senish. And her song is sang by everyone in the world, commemorating courage and gentleness and holiness and a mission. And I want to share this song with you. You have the Hebrew words and the English words.
Vishnu